Hey folks, Pascal Indy here for the Ask Me About Your Website show. Today I want to talk about two things. The first is about a quote that I heard in an event I did a few days ago. And the quote said, "Some people cannot learn, they are only teachable." And the second thing I want to talk about is the status of FirePress at this day. Today I want to talk about the, I would say, less fashion side of starting a business. And of course, it's all about cash flow and this double life of earning your life while building a product that in the future will compound. So I'm in the middle of it, and it's been 3 months that I didn't get any revenue. So I'm living on my own previous earnings, and it's getting tight, right? So need to get back to the contract world and the recruitments and the recruiters and do interviews, send CVs, resumes, and update those resumes and talk the corpo world. And I'm good at that, so I can do this. And right now, like this week, it's getting like really heavy. 5 interviews with the recruiters and 2 solid interviews with real employers. And hopefully I'm gonna stop thinking about that soon. I'm gonna do my 9 to 5 life and then continue to work on FirePress in the evenings and in the weekends. Now, it's very cool to document this beginning of that, right? Right now I have 3 clients and about 10 are waiting for me because I need to, technically I can move, put up and deploy their servers, but there's a lot of stuff in the, I would say, the onboarding experience that I need to work on, really communication basically. So I'm there. Even firepress.org is not even up yet. It's up, but there's nothing on it. So a lot of job, and what I want to say and what I want to press record here is I'm bootstrapping, meaning I'm building this business with my own money, right? I don't need any external money at this point or anything else than my own talent and my own little resources, right? One-man show at that point. I want to find a co-founder in the future, but right now I still want to bootstrap this alone. Really like to execute on my vision. So that's my biggest proud right now, and I love the work of doing this, even if it takes time. Started about a year ago learning about Linux. So a year's in, and right now I can deploy the website at scale. Now I'm really I'm really into communication, and that's why I decided to do the Ask Me About Your Website. I decided it was time for me to get comfortable in this camera of mine and the slidings and stuff like that, even if dark pitch right now outside. So I'm still testing the lighting, so this guy is really comfortable for me. I'm like, yes, a break. No, I want it to looks good for you guys. And there's another light here. So this is the first time I put a light here. I think it looks good. Let's see. Still working with the autofocus. So sometimes it's getting blurry when I'm talking, when I put my hands like that. So still testing that. And I have to say that sometimes I put my times on stuff that are not related to my business. Stuff like, I love to shop for lenses. Like, I don't know why. These are beautiful objects. I love that. And the camera here, I'm using, it's a G7, and Panasonic just released the GH5. So I don't know if we can buy it right now in Canada, but we're all almost there. And the autofocus looks amazing, and I'm like, thanks God. So I can't wait to upgrade. And I'm looking for stuff like that are very not related to the business. So it's mostly for fun. While some prefer to watch, I don't know, Lost, I love to shop for lens and cameras. Anyway, going back to the topic and bootstrapping. So really happy to do it, but of course, can't wait to say to the world, I made this business, the price is right, the product is right, the clients I'm going after, these are the right clients for me, and for them, I am the big deal over the competition. And now I can scale, meaning that I can have a first employee, a second, a third, and we can say, okay, now let's do this really at scale, and all the infrastructure is ready to scale stuff. I worked a lot on that, didn't talk about this yet, but probably that I will in the future talk about much more technical stuff on FirePress. And I can't wait to be there and to say, now it's time to really put real money in the business, take a real investment. I don't know if it's gonna be like an angel investment or a Series A. I would say I would like to take an investment from an angel, let's say 100K, 50K, something like that. And that would be used mainly for marketing online. So to do that, I need to put a lot of my content first on how you use FirePress, how you should do your website, and what's the vision of that. That's one part of what I'm doing here with the Ask Me About Your Website. And one thing I believe about how the web should work is, you know, when you go on a website and obviously it's not all detailed all the time because everything would be so long. So why not, when you go on a website and you see a description of something, but it's high level. So in high level, you get that, you get this, you get that, you get this, high level, high level. But what if you want to have details? And this is where sometimes websites are kind of clumsy to navigate with. So why not put just like, hey, more detail here, and this more detail here is a pop-up of a video of someone like me or whoever who's telling you the details of this high level point of the business, of the service, of the product. So I'm working really on it. For example, you sign up with FirePress, you text us, I have the number here. Actually, I don't have my phone, but you text us, I'm gonna give you the SMS soon, and you sign up, then your website is up, then you need to register a first user, right? With an email, with a password for your user. So you have a dashboard as an administrator where you can post your content, where you can add other users, when you add the main banner of your website, the logo, you know, all kind of stuff. It's basic stuff really. So you need to do that, but instead of just maybe like take screenshots and I really want to do this on video with you guys. When I say you guys, I mean the person who just signed up. And then I'm like, okay, what's the next step? And I'm really thinking about that really hard. So this is where I'm at right now. I think it's fun to document that and see where it's gonna lead us in the few next weeks or month, I should say. I really want to take care of those 10 clients that are waiting for me. So I really want to take their feedback, understand their world, understand what they don't understand what they don't know. So because of course you don't know what you don't know most of the time. And a last thing I would like to say, and 2 days ago I went to this event in Montreal. It was called Power of Success, and Tony Robbins was one of the hosts. One thing that struck me, and his name, and again I need my phone, let me cut, I need my phone. Okay, got it. So it was Cameron Shell. So one thing that really struck me since 2 days from all the speakers that were there, Tony Robbins included, it was some people don't learn, they are only teachable. And at first you hear that and you're like, what the fuck? And he says, I didn't want to be taught, I had to be taught. And he goes about his story that he was a successful businessman and he went down, really down, like on living on the street, and finally going out of that. And it's an amazing story, really. And I was like, this is amazing. So I think whatever the product you have, some people can't not learn by themselves. And this is a confirmation, because for me, one of the, how can I say that? For me, one of the business model of going after FirePress is doing videos like that. But I don't count only on videos. I know that some people, no matter how good the videos will be about the how to do something, how to register your website when you're first logging on it, putting a password, and then maybe like inviting coworkers. No matter how good those videos or those how to document and the docs will be on the website, it won't work for them. But they need and they want a website, so they're kind of struggling, and then maybe they're gonna call someone on Kijiji or call an agency and have someone doing this for them. So for me, it's like, we probably need a one-to-one service just to onboard those people who can't learn by themselves, at least in this part of their life, right? Maybe like this guy is totally like into cars, and he can repair like a motor, a muffler, and do all kind of stuff on his car. But with computers, is like, I don't know what the hell to do with this. Like when I listen to a video, I don't get it. I feel you, man. So I'm working on a one-to-one onboarding experience, and from that, I don't know exactly at this point how it's gonna look like, but probably like a 3-hour onboarding experience, one-to-one, TeamViewer style. TeamViewer is a software that you can share your screen with someone else, right? So let's say you share your computer screen. I exactly see your screen, I see your mouse. I can even take control of your mouse. So a one-to-one, I don't know the price yet. And then for all those people who don't want to learn or can't learn and are only teachable, I'm gonna do a package for you guys. So let's listen to this. This is my conclusion.
Still amazing. Third even with Tony Robbins. Still amazing. Very grateful that I had the chance to be there again. Cheers. Hey guys, one of the highlight I had from the event Power of Success yesterday in Montreal was some people don't learn, they are only teachable. And I was like, And what I mean by that is that in few situations, we just cannot learn by ourselves. By reading, check out a video, magazine, a book, whatever what. We really need help in some spheres. So in my case, in my business, I realize how important it is. However, documentation is good. You still need to take your clients by the hand and say, here, I'm gonna be there to help you and care for you. So to conclude, for those of you who have startup, I think we need to put like a premium price for the one-to-one consultation where you help people using your products. So please let me know what you think about that.
Right? So that was yesterday, and that made plenty of sense. So let me know if you're listening to this at this stage. You are really an early adopter, and I want to thank you for that. Let me know if it makes sense. Would you need to have some kind of one-to-one coaching to start your website? Because no matter how well is the documentation, no matter how cool the videos or how clear the videos are, you need someone to take your hands and say, here, I'm gonna take care of you, and we're gonna build this thing, your website, and it's gonna rock. Let me know if it's for you. I want to understand your world. So thank you very much for listening, and if you don't, one day you will. Have fun.